God does not take pleasure in gold and silver. He takes pleasure in men. He brags about men. When the devil stood before God, God said, "From whence have you come? Where did you go? Where have you been?" The devil said, "I've been going to and fro around the earth." God did not say, "Did you see the trees that I made? They are so beautiful. Did you see the sun? Man, did you see the earth? Did you see the castles there?" Oh, it means I'm very good at creating things, right? And the human beings are just using it they're using what I've used to create something. And it's very nice. Did you see the gold? God didn't say that. He said, "Have you seen my servant Job? There is no one else like him." It was Job that God bragged about. You are God's investment, guy. The very fact that you just woke up this morning is a sign that God still has a plan for you. If God is done with you, you are going to be dead. If God has rejected you, you will die. That's why, my brother, hold on to God. Do not make God to have to think of a replacement, because you were born to fulfill an assignment, whether you like it or not. You were born to fulfill an assignment. God made you to do something on earth. There is something that you are destined to do, my brother. There is something. There is a divine assignment planned by God. The thing you must understand about the divine is that it can either be from God or the devil. If you do not choose to follow up God's assignment, the devil will give you his, and you won't even know that you're picking up his assignment, because he's very sneaky. He'll make you feel like you want to do what you're doing, but you don't. You don't want to destroy yourself. You don't want to go into a life of crime. You don't want to go into a life of prostitution. You don't want to kill people. So why are you doing this to yourself? When people want to know their purpose in life, they'll go and be asking their fellow man, "What is my purpose? What should I do with my life?" You know how funny that is? That's like a car asking his fellow car, "What am I meant to do? What's my purpose?" Now, one thing you must understand is that fellow car could tell him. He could tell him that, "Oh, I drive and you look like me, so you also have to drive." And he will be right. But the only way that fellow car could actually tell him what his real purpose is when that car has been driving to and he knows his purpose. But there's a problem that you need to understand. Many human beings don't know where they are going. That car could only tell his fellow car that, "Oh, you are born to drive," because he has been used to drive. So he knows that if you look like me, then you also to be doing the same thing. But there are many human beings that don't even know what their purpose are. And some of you have parents like that. So your parents have no direction and you follow them. You are destined to be better than your parents. So you are destined to do what they have not done, to go where they have not gone, and to do all those things which they can't do, which they can't comprehend. You must know what they do not know. And as far as you know what they do not know, they will always find faults in the beginning with what you are doing. It takes blind faith to follow the path that God has planned for you. It's very hard. God is the only person that can tell you who your purpose is. Tell you what your purpose is. And I promise you guys, see, once you begin the path of self-discovery, destiny, you want to achieve greatness, many people will fight you. Once you start to seek understanding, many people will work against you. The two blind men, they asked they were on the road begging, and people were passing, and they asked the people, "What's happened?" They said, "Jesus is passing." They knew that Jesus could give them sight. They knew that Jesus could give them understanding. Gaining sight is the same thing as gaining understanding. Just like how you want to gain understanding, you want to gain direction, you want to do something great. They knew that Jesus could give them sight. They now began to call on to Jesus. "Son of David, have mercy on me." Those people knew that Jesus could heal them, but they told them to shut up. But the men did not give up. And because they did not give up, they kept on calling and calling. Then they now called Jesus. Then they now got Jesus' attention, and Jesus came and healed them. Because they did not give up. And when they got their side, the people that were telling them to shut up, that knew that Jesus could heal them, but were still telling them to shut up, were not celebrating with them. Can you see nonsense? That's the same way when you begin to seek understanding, when you begin to go forward in life, when you begin to run after the path that God wants you to go on, many people will fight you. Many people will insult you. But when you refuse to give up and you get that thing that you're after, what God wants you to get, many of them will not come and say, I knew you were going to be great. They did not know anything. So my brother, do not give up and keep going. The truth is that they are going to be right again and again and again, because you're going to fail again and again and again. They're going to be right again and again 99% of the time, until they are wrong, until they are not right, until that thing finally works and it starts a domino effect and things begin to work out. And that 1% time is when it truly matters. Hold on to God, my brother. I promise you, you won't regret it. God bless you.